Hey, how are you? I'm Slice of Otaku, and I need someone to talk to about Infinity Train, which if you don't know is a mini-sode pilot Cartoon Network recently released. If you haven't watched it yet, do yourself a favor and watch it. Links in the description. But anyways, in this episode we're introduced to our main character Tulip and her robot companions Glad One and Sad One. These dudes really break the mold in their first on-screen moments. For me, Tulip has all the makings of an incredible main character. The first reason being the most obvious. She's female, and a mature one at that, whereas most animated shows tend to stick with male main characters who also tend to be immature. Next, she's very intellectual, and I love it. My favorite characters in any show are the ones who utilize the power of their mind above all. She's a very logical thinker, and because of this, a lot of the episode's humor stems from her questioning the absurdity of her predicament, which we'll get into in a sec. The robots Glad and Sad are really something to behold, considering cartoon companions typically fall into the cute and adorable category. But these little guys don't even have faces, and what this does is magnify what we as the viewers can relate to, their personalities, which their names explain. Glad is super peppy and just happy to exist, while Sad is super gloomy and loathes his existence. This dynamic between them is pretty fascinating. It's almost as if they represent the audience, giving their respective takes on situations through their own commentary. Alright, so off the bat, we're introduced to the main conflict. Tulip is stuck on a train that seems to go on forever, and she wants to return home but can't. Each train cart has its own puzzle, world, and/or theme associated with it. This really reminds me of the Adventure Time episode Dungeon Train, and if this show ends up anything like that did, then Tulip's sure to come out of all this as an absolute beast. What's more is she has a mysterious number imprinted on her right hand. I like that she points out how devoid of logic it is. It doesn't seem to represent anything, but is instead just there. So many questions arise from these conflicts alone, like how did she get on the train in the first place? Where is the train headed, if anywhere? And who the heck is controlling it? It's shows like this that really get me pumped because I have to sit down and contemplate these things, which makes for a very enriching experience. And because of Tulip's characterization, she'll question her world as much as we do. It's clear to me that this pilot was carefully crafted in a way that makes it hard to be ignored. So many questions are presented subtly that you can't help but desire a completed picture, which you'll only get if it becomes a full series. Another thing we have to talk about is the humor. This is my kind of cartoon humor. Nothing obnoxious, nothing in your face, but it's calm and ironic. The dog jokes made me smile, but one joke in particular had me rolling.
Maybe we can escape out the door. How do I unlock it?
First, you put your paw on the handle.
Okay.
Then you turn it.
All right. That's how all doors open.
My people have been working on this technology for decades.
Lastly, I want to talk about the monster thingy at the end. This part was dope and the setup was amazing. Something ominous is terrorizing the Dog Kingdom as we see both a massive shadow cast upon the sky and powerful tides. The shadow is discovered to be just a spider in front of a light, which made me just say, oh, alright, I guess. It built us up for a letdown, where I'm just grateful she isn't stereotypically afraid of spiders. Then, Tulip begins to question things and we see this creature reminiscent of No-Face from Spirited Away, which instantly gives me the creeps. This thing has machine guns coming out of its flaming eyes and it's mechanized under its mask. It refers to Tulip as a passenger and tells her she should stay in her seat and lets her go, when it clearly could have ended her. After it departs, the number on her palm changes. And that's it. That's all we have right now. We need more of this, guys. The network is giving us an opportunity to advocate for greatness. If you like what you see so far, let the network know. Any way you can, whether it's leaving a like and comment on the episode itself or hitting them up on Twitter, everything is appreciated. If you're wondering, my blind headcanon of a theory is that this creature is kind of like a Brainiac to the DC universe, where a creature is collecting things it likes from various worlds and putting them on display, in this case on a train. And that mechanized mask thing that we see is like an automaton for the conductor or whoever. That's all I've got right now from the little information we've been given, but I feel like they're gonna blow our heads off with this crazy stuff, and that number, I have no idea. I really don't know. But this show's potential is so limitless. like from what they can do, the things that they can explore with these train carts, because each one is different, each one is individual. There's so many instances and situations, scenarios that they could play out with this kind of concept. And also, this looks to be a show with continuity, and you already love continuity if you are a Steven Universe fan, so please support this thing. Also, if you're curious what genius created Infinity Train, that would be Owen Dennis, a storyboard artist for Regular Show. A link to his Twitter will also be in the description. Anyways, thanks for supporting this video. If Infinity Train does become a full series, you already know we're covering it here. Be sure to share this video and spread the word. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day.